I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? Looks like Drake hasn't learned a thing when it comes to going at people's families. That's what got the Pusha T beef to go nuclear. That's what got the Kendrick Lamar beef to escalate and him getting embarrassed and then end up suing. And now he's going at the person who he's suing, UMG in this case, his daughter-in-law. So the owner of UMG is Lucian Grange, Lucian. People have different ways of pronouncing it. His son is Elliot Grange. Elliot Grange runs 10K Projects. His first big hits were 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd. He signed both of them. And then he had this other girl called Salem, I think, and she did pretty well. And then he went on to Multiply, and now he's an executive in a bigger record label. So he married Sophia Richie. Sophia Richie is Lionel Richie's daughter. She was pretty much in the Kardashians. She was dating Scott Disick, who is the guy that was married to or had a bunch of kids with Kourtney Kardashian. And she was with him for a while. They were partying, whatever. I think she was dating some other dudes. And then boom, all of a sudden she's married to this guy. She converted to being Jewish. And then she's Elliot Grange's wife. So Drake posts her on his, or she's the only one he's following, I should say. And he posts her on his Finsta. And then he posts a photo with Serena Williams' former agent. Now, the context for Serena Williams is he had some bars for her and her husband, which he always does. And this is the thing. People want music to be personal, and they want artists to be authentic, even when they get really big. But then when somebody like Drake is personal and authentic in his lyrics, they say that that's wrong somehow. So what do you guys really want? But Serena Williams decides to embarrass her husband by dancing at the Super Bowl performance by Kendrick Lamar, which it's like, what? You think, and it's funny because her husband hates Drake. He was cheering along for Kendrick Lamar, and even after this performance. And you would think, it's like, okay, so you're married to this woman, you have a kid together, and she's still so hung up on Drake that she's dancing on a stage as a cameo to get back at him, and that's cool to you. All right, I guess. So Drake posts a photo with Serena Williams' former agent. It's an old photo. You could just see by the way Drake looks. And it seems like after this, Drake is just going at everybody. I think the move is really bad coming at, not only are you suing UMG, but now you're trying to like throw these shots and make the family more public, because Elliot is a private guy. Like, the guy's known, but he can walk down the street and none of you that are, not none, but damn near nobody that's really into hip-hop is going to be like, yo, that's Elliot Grange, the guy that did 10K Projects, and he's now the executive at freaking Warner. Nobody's doing that. So I think Drake is shining a light on these people, and I think it's a sad move. Like, my opinion was, if people still wonder why so many rappers couldn't wait to take Drake down, look no further than this. 0 lessons learned. And this is something I really don't like about Drake. He gets very, very personal and starts coming at people's interests, either love interests, women, or women in their family that they care about. And, man, we see lunatics that have nothing to lose die over this stuff and go to prison, and then people want to like co-sign what Drake is doing, and Drake hasn't learned himself. But Drake has also been accumulating his army, the people that are actually, he might be listening to academics or something, because the people that actually supported him, other than academics, he's starting to shine a light on. So he called 21 Savage a real one on his IG story. 21 Savage has been very quiet this entire beef, has not said a single thing. KD hasn't really said anything in his interviews. When they tried to ask him about Kendrick Lamar, he's quiet as a mouse. He's like, Drake's my mans, which I respect. If Drake was my mans, I'm not bumping Not Like Us. I'm not even bumping Kendrick Lamar anymore. We got to get that off. That's just the way it works with me. If Drake was my mans, like, we go back, like the way him and KD are, the way that him and, what's his name's, 21 Savage are, even the way him and Yachty are. Yachty shouldn't have had anything to say about Kendrick Lamar with what he's done for Yachty. DeMar DeRozan even, because if you guys remember, DeMar DeRozan used to be tight with Drake, and then he appeared in the Not Like Us music video, which is worse than what LeBron did, and then he tries to play it off like, yeah, you know, it's sport, this and that, but then several months later, Drake decides to violate DeMar DeRozan, saying if you ever put up a DeRozan banner, I'll go up there and pull it down myself, and called him a goof.
Treasure. Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're going to ask?
No, I didn't didn't mention
Well, you
that
know
at all.
Sorry, I
DeRozan
didn't.
and Kyle.
Yeah.
So he's Xing out people. Another individual that he X'd out that's hilarious is DJ Khaled. Because if you guys remember, so just to reiterate, Khaled is coming out with an album this year. And he posted that he's got 2 Drake songs on this new album. And then he deleted the post after Drake just embarrassed him and said, must be Drake Bell. Because, and Khaled thought he was safe, on September 28th, 2023, Drake was on tour. And walking Drake out on tour was DJ Khaled. And DJ Khaled had a huge sign saying, I have 2 Drake songs on my new album coming 2024. That album didn't end up coming out 2024. We had a Drake beef. He obviously doesn't want to drop songs during Drake's beef, but he had the songs already almost 2 years ago. So he probably thought it was sweet to release them. And Drake said, hell nah, them songs is not getting released. And then we also found out via academics that the song To The Max by Drake on DJ Khaled's album was something that Drake did not intend on releasing. And Khaled pressed for it so hard that he agreed to release it under the condition that Drake would get 95% of that song. So he's got Khaled up out of here, which, hey, it is what it is. He's shown love to Aiden Ross, obviously appeared on Aiden Ross's stream. Aiden Ross said the Super Bowl sucked. Aiden Ross has been a Drake soldier, which, hey, that's his man's. You know, they do business together. They're locked in. He's supported Aiden Ross's streams before this beef even happened. So I respect that. Same thing with XQC, like when he showed up on his stream and he said, you need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it.
I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Always live by.
Words to live by.
XQC is not hip-hop involved whatsoever, and of course, in cool with Drake fashion, he had to dunk on the Super Bowl saying it was whack when I don't think the guy had ever watched football in his life before or cared about the Super Bowl before. But, you know, it is what it is. And now he's locking in with Party Next Door for their project that's going to come out together. Drake cutting the grass to show the snakes, you know, the IG meme, or that's damn near a Facebook meme template now. It's what he needed to do. I completely disagree with how he handled the situation, posting Elliot Grange's wife. I mean, Elliot Grange didn't do anything to him. That's the thing, too. It's like you got an issue with Lucian, and then Elliot is catching strays because he's Lucian's son or Lucian's son. How does that work? Unless there's a history that I don't know between Elliot and not Sophia Richie and Drake, I would not be surprised if there was history between Drake and Sophia Richie. Because the first dude that she was dating was JB, Justin Bieber, I think, sometime around 2016. And then it was just Scott Disick ever since then. I think even Jaden Smith might have been with her for a while. Other than that, I don't remember her being with Drake, though. I think she was with what's his name? And there was some controversy because there's a 16-year gap between her and Scott Disick, but he didn't give 2 Fs, and nobody else really gave 2 Fs other than the girls that just had opinions on her, and she didn't care either. So I don't think Drake had anything involved with her, but he just always does this like he did with Ye. He never smashed Kim, but for some reason Ye thought that, and then he would play into it on how close he was with the Kardashians, like Drake was, and it's entertaining for us. But the music better be on point, man. Like all you losers that don't even want to listen to new Drake music, stay out. Like, we're here for some good music. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this a good strategy for Drake to lock back in with the people that have held him down, and also cut people like Khaled out of the picture? But do you agree with him going at these people like Serena Williams? The agent thing, I don't think it's a problem. I'm willing to not co-sign it, but say, it is what it is. But the Sophia Richie thing, she's just so far removed from it. She's damn near 2. What is the term called? Where they're like, oh, you're 6 people away? She's 2 people away, man. What the hell? She's so far away from the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Go to helloyassine.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.